Okay, for the tuning part, we have a 14-inch drum that is completely has no tension in it whatsoever. As you can hear, it sounds like paper. So if you look at the back, there are these 6 lugs, and I have an Allen key. So I'm essentially just gonna turn it to the right until I feel some tension. I'm gonna go across. So I start here, I'm gonna go across. Turn it until I feel it start to resist me. And then I'm gonna go 1 off to the side, and then across. And then off to the side. And across. So this is just to get it started. And if you look, starting to kind of make sound, but it's still got a long way to go. So I'm going to find the lowest point, and if you look, you'll find the lowest point is the part that is has the most waves in it. So start there, and keep turning until the waves disappear in that part, and then go across. And then, same off to the side pattern every time. All right, so now it's high enough that it's starting to make sound. Still very, very low, but I'm gonna tune it up. So now it's kind of more or less in an area where I want it. So I'm gonna start playing the edge and see where it's high and where it's low. So there's the difference between those two is pretty big. So the idea is that you want it to be the same all the way around. So since I still have some room to go up, I'm gonna tune the lower one to try to match the higher one. So go around. Now it's starting to get, still can go up a little more. And I'm listening, as I play the edge, I'm listening to the overtone, and I'm waiting until I can hear it kind of resolve. All right, so now this is becoming pretty high. I'm going to turn this back down a little bit. This is still low, bring it up. This is high. And at this point, it doesn't necessarily take very much of a turn to make a difference. And that one's high, I'm gonna bring it down. That one's low. Low. So now I'm getting close, I'm just gonna check the relationship. So this one's high, and this one's low. A little bit lower, so I'm gonna tune this up. And this one's low. And this one is a bit higher, so I'm gonna take it down. And you wanna be careful not to go too far when you're going, because we're going up this whole time pretty much. You just want to make sure you don't put so much tension that you damage the drum. assume this part is still high. About, oh, went too far. Now this one's too high. So it's kind of a dance. You have to go around it a bunch until you find where it balances out. So now, if you listen, it has enough tension to now where it actually resonates and projects. And if you go around, for the most part, it's pretty balanced. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's good enough. So that's the idea. You just want to go around and try to get them as equal in tone as possible. So this is another drum from the same company, Bruce Beck. This is an 18-inch. And you can hear the difference in tone and in register that it has. And this is tuned up pretty high for a drum this size, but you can still hear how much lower it is than the other one. So that's, when you're picking a drum that's, whether you want a higher sound or a lower sound, a big part of that are the dimensions and the size of it. And you could tune this down a bit and have a lower, more bassy tone, but you'll start losing a lot of the clarity and the articulation of the upper parts. So I like to have drums with a little more tension in them so that it is more clear. And if I need something that's got a lot more like boom to it, I'll just get a bigger drum. So that's it for this lesson. Hopefully you found some of this helpful. And if you would like more information about how to purchase one of these drums or how to continue with more lessons, then stay tuned to the end of this video or scroll down below the video for the links.